Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Roller Coaster Tycoon number 2. We are continuing our game of Infernal Views. This will probably be the last episode on it. In the last one we built this ride right here and it has turned out to be extremely I'm not sure what I was going to say there, but it's turned out to be extremely popular. And we've always made 100,000, which is absolutely amazing. And I was thinking, okay, right, so we're going to build more roller coasters. Things are probably going to be a little bit similar to what we've been doing in the past few episodes. Well, I had this idea. I thought, let's do something over the top and build a roller coaster that costs 100,000. Like, let's go all out and do something ridiculous. So I think to build a roller coaster that costs that much, it's going to have to be one of the gentler types, one of the ones with less intensity. And the perfect one for that is, of course, the Giga Coaster, as we demonstrated in the last one. But considering that we've built 2 of those, we'll probably go with something different. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be the Hyper Coaster. And where are we going to build it? Well, we're not running out of space, but for one that's going to cost £100,000, maybe we are a little bit. So I think it'd be a good idea to perhaps build the entrance around near these 2 and then send it off over the back here and maybe around this big hill area. But I'll figure it all out, and I do want to say this is not going to be our last park. However, in the next episode we will probably start a mega park or something similar to that. I have been thinking what I'd like to do is start off with a landscape like we have here, maybe a bigger one, and actually play, you know, not in creative mode or the equivalent of, but play it with money, because you can see after you've been playing a map for a while and you've built some roller coasters, you can earn a lot of money. So it'd be fun to do it the legit way, as some would say. Anyway, time for me to stop rambling and to start building. So, where were we when we last recorded? It was quite some time ago, because I have built this roller coaster right here. In fact, I've rebuilt it several times, because the first time that I built it, the game crashed, and that's the first time I've experienced that, and I didn't save my game. I now save it quite often, whereas before I didn't. This thing had an even higher excitement rating and a lower intensity and nausea rating, and it was pretty much the perfect roller coaster. And unfortunately my attempts to rebuild it since have not been so great, but this is the one that has come the closest. It's got a few flaws in it. One of them I think I might be able to fix, and I've had to rebuild a couple of the tracks just a couple of times. What is it I was looking for on here? I'm not sure, but there you go, there's the ratings. Let's bring this thing up right here so you can see the speed of this thing. So we go down a big dip and then we come back up, and there's this twist in the track here. This actually caused a problem in some of the other designs. If you go through those and it's going too fast, then it causes too much of a lateral G. But you can see it's coming around to these twisty bits with quite a lot of pace there. Maybe not the most, but it goes around fairly fast. It comes over here with a nice amount of speed as well, and speed is basically the problem when we go down and then back up again. So we're going to do that again. Here we go. And we go into this one with a fair bit of speed as well. So there's a couple of points where it just slows down a little bit too much, and it'd be lovely if there was some tools so you could actually see how, you know, it was going to come out as you were building it, like there was a ghost train on the track. So this one right here is the one bit I want to fix. It gets really slow, and I did try to do it and it wasn't too possible, but it kind of looks like it should be possible. I don't know, I'll probably give it another go. So yeah, it drops down here, and then this bit right here, there was some helixes just there where I'm pointing, and they were way too slow, so I had to go down and do them like this, and you can see they're still a little bit slow, and this is why the track is just a bit odd in this place. And then it goes down here around some other twists, and it is a really long ride, by the way. It's about 10,000 feet I think, and there's actually some parks that have challenges for that. They have you know, build roller coasters with a rating of so and so, and they must be 10,000 feet, and so this is probably the biggest roller coaster that I've built so far. But there you go. And this underground bit is just kind of, you know, heading back towards the station really. So it comes out here and it starts to really slow down when it comes back to the surface. So for that reason, this bit here was quite slow. So I just rebuilt it so that these helixes go downwards, and then it goes round the bottom here and then back up into the station, and that is the ride. I am going to give a try at fixing that little bit of track. And one thing I'm curious to know, where are the statistics again? There they are. Let's have a look. Almost 10,000 feet. My mouse is playing up today. I actually spilt vanilla of all things on it. I have some vanilla scent sticks, and I was moving them and the lid fell off and it went over my mouse and keyboard, which isn't nice. And it seems to have affected the mouse a little bit. So what was I going to click on? The Explorer, the one that goes all the way around the park. Let's see how long... Where is it? It's on that one, isn't it? 6,000 feet, so it's not as long. So this is the longest park in our ride. No, I just said the longest park in our ride. The longest ride in our park. So, it's been a while since I last recorded. You know, these recordings, they get broken up a lot because I tend to play this game in between doing other stuff. And check it out, we have built this big box thing right here. This is the problem with RCT2. It takes a long time to build stuff like this. It's really finicky and it doesn't look that great. It is just a big box, although I'm sure there's people out there who could pull off better buildings than me. But it's also kind of a bit of a pain as well, because I was just changing some of the paths in this area. If we look at see-through scenery, it's still really hard to see like the paths over here and stuff. I had a little bit of trouble editing that, but I've changed all of them in this area to brown. I'm calling this the coaster zone, and you can see here there's some shops underneath this little thing. So inside this big cage we have some shops, and this is kind of the area for the Maximus, which is what I'm calling this one right here. So we've got a sign over this side that says coaster zone to let you know that that's what this area is, and now we've got 3 roller coasters in it and a few shops as well, and all of them are quite popular, although this one's shut down at the moment, and possibly this one as well, because it doesn't seem to be going anywhere. And you may notice that the Explorer sign at the back here is kind of right on the corner of this, and that's just unfortunate, but there you go. It did take a while to build this, and now it's done. It looks alright. I don't know, let me know what you think of that, because it looks okay for this game. Anyway, this area over here is really busy. There's just so much going on. I thought we'd have a quick look around. Things are going really well. An absolute ton of money. The rating is really high, and they are now coloured. Are they normally coloured? That does not look right, does it? We are making a huge profit though. We're probably going to break 10,000 this month or the next one on the income from the rides because of our new one, the Maximus. And this is it really. We're like in God mode now. We can pretty much afford anything. A while ago, by the way, I ran all of these on campaigns on all the different parts of the park, and I'm going to do it again. In fact, I'll do that in a minute. We'll just do those 2 for now. And yeah, we just got to make more roller coasters. We've just got a couple more to go. So let's have a look in the menu here, and I'll see what I fancy doing. We've done go-karts. That's not a roller coaster though. I think actually I'd like to build an easy one next. So what I might do is this air-powered roller coaster, or possibly the limb-launched ones. And those are ones with just a very simple track. If we have a look at this one here, you can kind of see it. It basically goes around in a circle, but the whole point of this thing is that it goes up and down. And you know what? Building that underground will probably be a really good thing to do. And if we have a look in this area, although there's some tracks underground, I bet you we can find some space maybe over on this side and add that one to the roller coaster area, the roller coaster zone. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So check this out. I took the pre-designed track that they had and I put it over here because I spent ages digging around underground. It was going to be real difficult to do that. And then I had this idea, like, what if you came down at like a height like this and then went back into another, whatever you call this thing right here, and this is it. And it's probably not going to be something that we keep, but I thought it was interesting and I thought I would show you it as well. There we go, pretty awesome, right? But the excitement rating was about 8.8 or something when I first put this thing down, so I'm probably going to revert the track to its original state. I'm also going to make it slightly smaller up here, so slightly slower launch speed, because this is a launching ride. But look how quickly it gets around the thing as well. So we're going to have a very high excitement rating. Going to try and bring that down that intensity a little bit. And yeah, this thing should be quite a success because it seats a lot of people, so we'll literally just be getting loads of people on, and then it will go around in how long? What is this thing? It's there somewhere. It's hard trying to find it when you're reading, when you're recording even. Ride time 17 seconds, and that's with this extra on as well. So anyway, I'll work on this thing, and we're probably not going to have anything too fancy. We'll probably have like some spiral staircases leading down, a foyer area at the bottom, and I'll probably put some signs on all of this wood. I think that would look good. But there you go. Anyway, I'll build this and be back with you in a moment. So this ride is great. It is absolutely raking it in. Let's see through supports. You can see we have a massive queue for that. That would have been really useful a moment ago when I was trying to place all of those little TV monitors. Ah, that's interesting. Oh no, wait, that is in the correct place. Yes, I've added some extra supports. Interesting to see that the scenery supports don't count as the same thing. I put some on the side here and just some across the back. I don't know, I think that extra little bit of detail is nice. And it kind of adds to the whole thing here because the supports are like a big part of the ride, and it looks really good for the entrance, doesn't it? Not the most detailed of thing, but just simple and effective. And so yeah, the paths go all the way up to the top. There's no entry side on that one. There is a medical centre, and we are up to 1,700 guests in the park. Look at this place, it's absolutely rammed full of people. It's crazy, and I haven't built too many more paths. We've just been building roller coasters. But anyway, this thing is going to be raking in the money. Hardly takes any time for it to go around. How long is this one? It is 13 seconds. That is very good. Very good indeed. So I've been maintaining the park, lowering the prices here and there. A lot of the rides had actually become quite unpopular while I've been working on other things. And they've done it again. You always seem to have to lower the prices down every so often. We're going to put that one down to 80. And this one has made a lot of money. And I've also been busy building another roller coaster. Yes, and theming the area around it as well. Let's go over here. What is this thing? This is Miner's Ride. I've built one of these ones. I could have swore I recorded a clip where we talked about what one was going to do next. And the one that I chose was... where is it? This one right here. The Mine Train coaster. But I don't know. Apparently I didn't record it. So anyway, that was what I was going to do next. And this is it. I built it and I themed it. It goes all the way up here. It goes down and around like a roller coaster does. And we've seen a lot of how the tracks play out, so we're not going to watch this one the whole way around, but you can see it's pretty good. There's a couple of bits like that one right there that's just a touch too intense, and there's one or two other moments that I monitored as well. And of course the way to do that is to click on the train and click over here and look out for the different G's. If they become too much, then it doesn't show them. That should have shown me this train when I clicked on it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so it could have been a little bit better, but let's have a look at the rating of this thing. It is... there you go, very high, 8 on the intensity, quite high for the nausea, but 7.28. It was a little bit lower, but then theming this station area did make quite a bit of difference, and I like this. There's a little bit of a hill going on. One of the things that I did around here is just resize the land here and there so you can actually see the texture of this stuff. Don't know if that has an official name, and that kind of brings a little bit of detail into here, and then there's some other scenery dotted around. And it branches down onto this bit. I've also gone around and made a few other shops here and there, just kind of spreading them out, adding a few paths, keeping the rating up high, because every now and then, if you leave it to do its own thing, it kind of dips down like that. But the park is obviously doing extremely well, and in the next episode, I think we're going to start a mega park. And I think I want to do a mega park the legit way, where you play with money, because once you get to, you know, a couple thousand with lots of rides in your park and lots of income, then you can actually amass a lot of money that it's kind of hard to spend. Like, you can... it comes in quicker than you can spend it, basically. And so we could definitely do a mega park. Anyway, we've still got more work to do here. The objective is 10 roller coasters. I've forgotten how many now have the 10 rating. Let's have a quick look. We've probably got 1, 2, the big one that goes around the park being 3, 4, 5, 6 over here, 7 over there, 8 and 9. Oh, it might mean that the next one that we do is the 1. Might just mean that. So what type are we going to build next? I really want to build one of these, but we've already got one in the park, and there's nothing else that's really jumping out at me. It's something I want to build. These ones are pretty fun. I'm not sure if we've done one of those before, but I think I'm going to go for a wooden roller coaster. We're going to have another one of these in the park, and where exactly I'm going to put it, I think will be probably somewhere around where we've got lots of space over here, but I'll give it some thought. I changed my mind. That's right, I decided to build this little ride over here. I figured that I've been spending a lot of time on these rides, and actually I'd like to do that in the Mega World and not on this map, which we're almost done with. But we've certainly learnt a lot by doing it so far in this world. But this is the new ride. It just creeps over 602, as you can see there. That's because we have loads of scenery, and that should be it. We should now have 10 roller coasters operating at 6 or above, and I think it might have to wait until the end of the month or something like that for it to check that they're all in the park. But at the moment we're on the 22nd day, so let's actually go around and quickly check things. We have Rapture over here, that is at 6.66, very evil. Over here we have Lava Fiends. I had to drop the price on this one a lot. That one's just over 6. It's down to £4.50 now, so this one is over 6 as well, so that's 3 of our 10. If we go over here, we have Them Bones. This was a really cool roller coaster actually. 7.35, that's 4. And where could we go to next? The one that we built in a single episode. Jeepers Creepers, 8.3, so that's 5. We know this one is over because we built that a moment ago, so that's 6. This one over here is 7. We've got an 8, and that means just 2 more. So this one right here, where's that 9th one? I think I've missed one, or we don't have it. The Explorer. Yes, the Explorer is the 10th. And they are all above. So, I guess it's just a waiting game. I reckon it's going to go through at the end of the month. So 4 days to go. And then we should have got this in the bag. Well, I now know what the problem is. We are in April. We haven't won. It's because we need 10 different types of roller coaster. So it's a very good thing that I didn't spend ages just building this one right here. The same type, you know, a wooden one. And the one that we have 2 of, I do believe, is we've got a Giga Coaster over here, and then we've got the Giga Coaster that goes all around. So Jeepers Creepers and the Explorer, those are the 2 that are the same. So we need one more of a different type. I'm just going around and double checking myself. This is a corkscrew type, I'm pretty sure. And the one with the similar track is over here, but this is actually a hyper coaster. So they are not the same. And yeah, okay, so one more roller coaster and then we're actually done. So what type can we build? You know, I really want to be done with this level now and start on the Mega Park. I'm sure many of you want to see that, so we're probably just going to pick a pre-designed one right here. So what can we do? We haven't done this one, a flying roller coaster. Is there a pre-designed? There you go, 7.6, updraft it is. We're just going to build that over here and be done with this. It is time to move on. Where can that go? Somewhere around here. So I found a really nice space to squeeze it in over here, and I've got a feeling this is going to increase the excitement rating of Lava Fiend. There you go, another 0.04, and I'm not sure if it's going to pass at the end of the month, which is very soon, or when the results come back in, but here you go, here's the pre-designed ride, I guess. It looks like a nice one actually. I like the colour theme. Very pastel kind of colours on it. And I was going to do something fancy over here as well. I was going to have the Lava Fiend queue go underneath this path and back around again, but then I thought I can't be bothered. Kind of want to be done with this level now. It's been fun, learnt a lot, but I'm really looking forward to that Mega Park. So at the moment, I guess it's just a waiting game to the end of this level. Yay! Everyone is clapping. We did it! We did it! It's awesome. Let's enter our name into the chart. Assume up. There we go. That is... did I say we're going to enter... you know, I don't even know what I'm saying right now. So that's it for this one. Mega Park in the next episode. Leave a comment and let me know what you want to see in the Mega Park. I want to get lots of ideas together to make sure we make it special, but I've got plenty of ideas of my own, so don't worry if you don't have any. But that's it for this episode. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.